Alright guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at another leather case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now I know you guys have seen a bunch of different leather cases on my channel before, from the bull strap to the Andar, whole bunch in between. Well, today we're looking at a new one to the channel and a brand new case that recently hit the market. So this is the Sandmarc Action Gear Minimal Leather Case. So this one does come for the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now let's take a look at the box itself. Just on the front, you do get a picture of the case. On the back, it says Sandmarc Minimal Leather Case. Included is the sand leather case, that's the color that I have. It has magnetic enabled design, MagSafe, minimal sleek finish, microfiber lining, and metal buttons. Now this is made out of full grain leather, which that is something I want to talk about because I don't know, but we'll hold those comments off towards the that part of the video. But anyways, that's basically all you get. Designed in California. Let's go ahead and pop this one out. Take a look here, paper sleeve, sorry. Put that off to the side. You get this little black box right here. Basically, that's all you get. And your case, my case kind of fell out of there right now, but you get the case and that's it. So we'll set all of this over here. Now this, like I said, is the sand color. And the first thing I noticed as soon as I opened it up out of the box was the leather on here, if you guys can see right there, was a little bit wrinkled for me. Now, I have been using this for a couple of days, but as soon as I opened it up out of the box, it was wrinkled a little bit over here and down here. So that is something that I noticed right away, which I'm not a huge fan of. I really wish the quality control was a little bit better to where it wouldn't have been. It would have looked very nice. Kind of, for example, like you get a brand new case, which by the way, this is the new Solar Orange Andar Aspen. But if you look at this, there's like no imperfections in the leather. This is brand new. But this one came out of the box with some wrinkles. So that is definitely something that I do want to point out. But anyways, on the back, you get your full grain leather and it goes all the way around the sides. You do have a metal camera ring right there. And moving along to the inside, you do have your nice microfiber lining in here with your MagSafe magnet. Now, I don't believe there is an alignment magnet here, but we will test that here shortly. Now, another thing that I noticed is the microfiber is peeling up a little bit right over there. If you guys can see right here in the side, a little bit above my finger. It's not the biggest deal in the world. The rest of it is very nice and secure, but it's starting to peel up a little bit right there, which that is something that I do want to point out to you guys. But anyways, nonetheless, inside it is that microfiber lining, and you get that full grain leather going all the way around the inside of the case. Now, by your buttons, you do have the same microfiber lining where the action button, volume up and down, and power button are. So you don't have to worry about the metal buttons messing up your phone buttons, nothing along those sorts. And here as well, you shouldn't have any kind of issue because there is microfiber lining going around the camera ring. So let's go ahead and bring over our scale and our caliper, and we'll take a look at how much everything weighs. So starting off, we have it in 0 grams. Put this down, and we're looking at 41 grams. 41 grams on this one. Not too light, not too heavy, about normal for a leather case. If we were to bring over the Andar Aspen, just for comparison, this one is 38 grams, and the Bull Strap Contemporary with the closed bottom, this one is 39 grams. So it's a little bit heavier than the Bull Strap and then the Aspen. Here, like I said, we are looking at 41 grams. So that's nice to see right there. And moving along, we'll bring over our caliper here, and let's see the thickness of this thing. So here we go. We have 12.2 millimeters thick going around from front to back. And around the side, here we are looking at 2.7 millimeters. So not too thick of a case. It is pretty comfortable to hold. I have been, like I said, using this for the last couple of days, and I haven't really had any issues holding it. A little bit down towards the bottom, the USB-C port is a hair sharp, but nothing compared to some of the other sharper cases. Definitely something you could absolutely get used to. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring over our iPhone 15 Pro Max here. We have it in the black titanium, and we'll slap it in. So starting off, pretty decent click into the case, about the same as you would get from any other leather case. And let's see how the sides feel here. pretty good fit on there. You definitely have to give it a little bit of pressure to get those sides to move, even around the buttons, and this is completely leather all the way around, so it's going to have about the same give going all the way around. Not really any more give towards the buttons. The bottom is nice and stiff, the top is nice and stiff, so good stiff fit all around, which, let's keep this about phone cases, guys. So anyways, let's take a look at how those corners sound. Now, top corner, left hand, nice. 2, 3, and 4. So good fit all the way around this case. You definitely don't have to worry about this coming off of your phone if you drop your phone or anything like that. Worst thing that may happen is a little bit of damage to the full grain leather, as well as maybe some to the phone, just because it's a leather case, guys. It's not really meant there with your crazy drop protection, nothing like that. This is simply for style and functionality, protect from a few scratches and very slight, drops, things like that. So anyways, let's take a look around the sides. Now, on the top hand side, it is completely closed in. On the left, we have our action button, volume up and down, and a lanyard loop right there, and the rest of it is closed in. Now, this case does not come with a lanyard, just to let you guys know, so make note of that, but you do have a lanyard loop right there on the left-hand side if you were to have one or buy one for this case. Now, let's go ahead and listen to how those buttons sound. Nice, very clicky buttons. They're nice and protruding right there, so you can definitely have no issues of feeling where they are or which button is which. The only thing is, as soon as I got this case, the action button was a little bit stiff. I did have to work it in a little bit, and still right now, it definitely doesn't have as good of a click as the other 2 buttons, or other 3 buttons, I should say, do. But either way, you can definitely feel all of these buttons themselves. Now, just to take a look, these buttons do look aligned. What do you guys think? Look good? Yeah, I think so. So nice aligned buttons. They're not all out of place or anything like that. And moving along to the bottom, we do have accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice wide open USB Type-C port, which let's go ahead and bring over our anchor cable here. Plug this in. There we go. We are charging. And the anchor cable fits in there just right. So a little bit of your thicker head cables may not do so well with this one. I would like to see a little bit wider of a USB-C port, but it's not bad. This anchor cable has a pretty thick head, so it fits in there pretty decently. And moving along to the right-hand side, we are completely closed in with that power button right there. So let's talk about the feeling of this case first, and then we'll move over to the MagSafe test. Now, for me, this case definitely does not feel like a full grain leather case. Now, there's a couple of things that you can notice when you feel 2 other full grain leather cases right here. These are the only 2 I decided to bring out for the video. I have plenty of others, and I actually want to bring over this case. This is a Banks vintage leather case. This is actually vegan leather on this one. That's just called the vintage leather case. And in my opinion, the back of the Sandmarc case, the minimal leather case at least, feels identical to the back of a vegan leather case. Whereas if I was to bring over something like the Andar Aspen or the Bull Strap, you can definitely tell a difference between the feeling of the leather on this Bull Strap compared to the Sandmarc, as well as the Andar Aspen compared to the Sandmarc. Now, the Aspen has a little bit of a smoother feel than the Bull Strap, but the Bull Strap is just raw, full grain leather, and this thing feels amazing. But I just don't get that same feeling with the Sandmarc Minimal Leather Case. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to patina. I haven't had it long enough. Maybe if any of you guys have it, you can let us know down in the comments below. But this, it just has that feeling of a vegan leather case going all the way around as compared to something like a full grain leather case. It doesn't have the leather smell at all like this case does or this case does. Nothing of the sorts. These 2 actually kind of smell the same. So when they say this is full grain leather, I'm not exactly sure of, maybe it's not just as great of a quality of leather or what the case may be, but this one, to me, when I opened this case out of the box, I actually had to go to Sandmarc's website to double check that it actually was full grain leather, which is what it says on their website. But to me, this leather just isn't it. And I have to be honest with you guys, that's the point of these videos. This is a review. And Sandmarc, if you guys are listening, I definitely think, especially for the price on this one, we need a better quality leather. And also, just quickly wanted to point out, these two look really similar. The Banks vegan leather case and the Sandmarc, I mean, compared to the back of them, looking at the, oh, I guess this one doesn't, you can't see the inside of this one, but these, I mean, if we look, the buttons, all that stuff, this kind of looks very, very similar to each other. But nonetheless, let's keep moving on. Let's go ahead and bring over our Apple MagSafe wallet, and we'll check out the MagSafe. There we go. There's our animation here. And you got to give this a little bit of movement before. Now it's trying to come off and it's hitting the camera bump, but it's correcting itself right away. You definitely have to give it a good bit of pressure for this to come off, but just a little bit of movement, putting it in your pocket or your purse, your sling bag, whatever, this should be good to go with these two. So the MagSafe on the Sandmarc Minimal Leather is pretty good. Now, moving along to the Apple MagSafe battery pack, put that on. There's our animation, and let's give it our shake. So I can feel it slipping a little bit. I can definitely feel, now, let me see here. Yeah, so there's no alignment magnet, which kind of goes towards causing it slipping a little bit, but I'm a little bit afraid of shaking it even harder because, well, actually, it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. So I would just be careful. Now, of course, you guys aren't going around and shaking this thing, I know, but just be a little bit careful. It definitely isn't the best MagSafe strength. It's good enough. It'll definitely get you there, especially with, you know, the Apple MagSafe wallet. That's kind of the true test of a leather case, leather on leather, because the material on a leather case versus a leather wallet, those two could just be kind of a little bit of a bad combination, so to speak, because they're both a little bit slippery. But the Apple MagSafe wallet held on there pretty well, as does the Apple MagSafe battery pack, but of course, nobody's shaking it. Just something to note. And finally, moving along to our Anchor 623. Let's go ahead and put this down. All right, now giving it a little bit of a shake, it does come off. You get just the slightest movement of your wrist holding it up makes that come off, but it holds it up for sure. No issues with that. Nobody's doing that. This is just my testing for you guys. But anyways, to our 360-degree rotation test, you sit here, type around on, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, which, by the way, follow me, all of those at Brian's_tech, links down in the description. But yeah, like I said, sit here, type your little text, whatever you're doing, answer a few emails, and you're good to go. And turn this horizontally, go on YouTube to watch your favorite Brian's Tech video. You can sit here, rewind, fast forward, scroll around, and have no issues with that. And of course, if you sit here and rotate it on your mount, you will be good to go on that. So pretty good MagSafe strength all around. You know, I really don't even have to say be careful with your accessories. Once you put it on there, set it, forget it, you're good to go, and you'll have no issues. So let's talk about the price on this and if I recommend this case. Now, the price on this one is $45, guys. I got this directly from Sandmarc's website, and which, by the way, that'll be all linked down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But 45 bucks on this one. Let's talk about the colors. The colors are this sand, then you have navy, brown, and black. So only 4 colors, and like I said, this does only come for the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro. So can I recommend this case for $45? And I'll be honest with you guys, not really. It's the material on it, it's a little bit slippery. With normal leather cases, now I guess this one is a normal leather case, it's full grain leather, and I have to give them the benefit of the doubt because I can't prove that it's not. But with these two cases, after a couple of days of use, your finger oils and stuff definitely help it out with the grip, especially with like the bull strap, even honestly the Andor Aspen. Now this one is brand new. I have barely used this at all, but the bull strap I definitely used for a little while, and with your finger oils in it, you have no issues with grip. It gets grippier as it goes. Now this one I've been using for a few days as my only case, and I haven't noticed that. So it's a little bit slippery. I definitely have fumbled it a little bit in my hands before. That's number one. Number two, the material, the leather on here feels too much like a vegan leather case to me. It does not feel like full grain leather, so I do have to knock some points off of that. Also, the wrinkles in the leather as a brand new case coming out of the box, I wasn't a huge fan of that just because, you know, that's just quality control stuff. I would like to see a nice clean case, and then leather cases, of course, they develop character as they go along, things like that, but I really like to see it nice and clean before I put my own marks on it and, you know, from using it, and if you drop it or anything, it'll build character. But right out of the box, those wrinkles, I wasn't a fan of that. And all in all, guys, I mean, for 45 bucks, to be honest with you, I would 100% choose an Andar Aspen over the Sandmarc Minimal Leather Case because of the leather. The MagSafe strength is better on the Aspen. The buttons feel clickier, all three of them. It has an alignment magnet, also microfiber on the inside, but it has the leather smell, the leather feel, the patina that leather gets. You guys, I mean, all of you, I know, leather lovers, you've had a bull strap or you've had an Aspen. Let me know down in the comments below how your patina has been on those, and I'm sure it's been great. But just this one, I honestly have not been the biggest fan of this case. So I would say for $45, no, I cannot recommend this case to you guys. But it is a review. I wanted to show it to you. It's not a bad case. There's just much better options that you can get, and more colors and more supportive devices for the same price from a different manufacturer. So with all that being said, guys, this is the Sandmarc Minimal Leather Case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're interested in seeing the review for this new Bullstrap Contemporary case, which, by the way, that is great, I'll leave that video right there. The review for the Andar Aspen will be right there.